always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He goes underneath the drain. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Going up top. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. Carr now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Brought in left side by Snead. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now here's Young. Flush to his right. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Gone. Detroit.
From the gun, Steve Young. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
All right, now, look at 56.
3rd and long for Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Young and T.O. hook up on a big one. 44 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Quan Alexander coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Young working out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by T.O. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Lucky 56.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And this will be a touchdown. Terrell Owens, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell the offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Gun! Detroit! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the interception, Young swat down the numbers. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Steve Young with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
All right, get set, fellas.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Carr, he'll let it fly in the direction again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Now Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Room to run inside the 40. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. And they rattle off a big one. 45 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun, it's Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Young. They put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Steve Young, his 3rd touchdown pass in this first half. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Gold now out to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
He's got a man. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Panthers. 72 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Chandler Jones able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. They fake the handoff. Now Carr steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Kendricks in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Young looks to throw on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And it's a touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Steve.